Alright, so let me tell y'all how I got into this situation right here. Alright, now, it all started as a normal day. But he came in, he said he wanted a haircut. I said, okay, I got you. He said, I want it real low, but not that low. Cause my hair is fine I'm kinda thinning out, so I want something kinda heavy, but I still want it dark. So I do my best. I go to my number two. I go to my two guard on there. And as you can see, I'm using my two guard all the way closed. That means it's the lowest the two guard could go. And I'm making it even. I'm cutting the hair even. As you can see, I'm going through my phone right now, but I'm cutting his hair even. Like, I'm cutting it all off. This is nothing. This is no big deal right here. This is a piece of cake to me right here. I'm used to doing this. I'm chopping it all the way down. As you can see, me and him having a good conversation. He good. He vibing. I'm cutting the hair. And look, he's smiling. That's how this video started. He good. We done had a whole conversation and everything. So, yeah, like, and as you can see, the back of his head already thinning. So we cool. It's just like, I don't know what was the problem that ended up happening into in this video. Like, whatever. But anyway, I fade the sides out too. I give him a good fade on the side, good taper. Matter of fact, this probably was one of the best tapers he ever had. Like, we was having a good discussion. We was talking about animals. Matter of fact, we was talking about how, like, what different animals do. We was talking about the praying mantis and how they be killing bees. We started talking about cats. We was talking about the honey badger. We was just talking about different animals and having a good conversation. Your buddy checking his phone and everything. It was all fine and dandy. Look at the fade. The fade is clean, though. We can't deny that the fade is not. We can't say that the fade is not clean because the fade is clean. So don't deny that. Don't skip that. None of that. I put the one on there. I fade it down. Then I fade it up. You know what I'm saying? Good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes. Go to the back. Bam. It's time to cut the back. Take the guard off. My one guard. Fade it out, no guard. Same thing I always do. If y'all been watching my videos, y'all know what I do. And I'm damn near the best at what I do. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I'm damn near the best at what I do. A lot of people say that too, but I try to remain humble sometimes. But come on, man. We know what's up. I'm fading out with my purple guard. Just doing it like that. Before the situation escalated. Fading the side. I mean, not the sides, but the back. Now I'm going to the other side. Take the guard off. My guards, they magnets, so I just stick them onto my little what's it called, my toolbox thing, my station. Put them back on there and fade it. See, he explained to me how he wants his beard, which is cool. As you can see, he's still thin. Now he has fine hair. His hair is thinning. So his hair was already thin to begin with. So I don't know why people get mad at me because a situation that they in. You know what I'm saying? Like, your hair already thinning. So why are you mad at me? Don't get mad at your barber because your hair thinning. You did this to yourself. Like, it's genetics. It's hereditary. Call your pops and talk to him about it because I ain't had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But people like to blame the barber for a lot of stuff, and that's basically what happened in this video. He blamed me for it. And I end up having to, suffer for it. I had to pay the repercussions for it. And I ain't did nothing. I was just chilling, minding my business. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even no confrontational person. So that's what we was doing. Just chilling, vibing, getting a good haircut. Now I'm cutting it down, fading out. The haircut already damn near good. I ain't put a lining on it yet. And it's already good. Look at him. He talking this shit. Look at him. Look at this man talking. So now I'm putting a lining on that bad boy. I'm about to crispy him up as the usual. I always crispy up my person, my people, And that's exactly what I'm doing. He's vibing. He's on the phone right now. I be letting my clients text sometimes because I don't be caring. I was kind of slow at the time, so I had a good little run. I got a little minute. So I said, you know what, I'll go ahead and let you text on the phone or let you talk to your people or whatever, and I was just gonna line you up. I had no idea this man was gonna clown and act like that on me. Like, I'm one of the coolest people. Like, bro, like, you really act like that on me cause of a thin spot you got in the back of your head? I showed him the mirror and everything. He said he was cool, but then when he saw the back part, he said, "Nah, bro, I ain't never been like this before. You did me bogus." I'm like, "What I do? Like, I ain't did nothing." He said, "You did me bogus. You got me bald." And let me show y'all what he did to me in the end of this video, boy. But I'm scared for my life. I ain't never been done like that before. Oh my God, y'all, man, I'm pressing charges. I want to press 4 charges. I I want to get a lawyer involved. I'm not gonna lie, like this guy did me bogus, man. And like I said, I'm not even no confrontational person. He did me so bogus and disrespectful. It was like I'm damn near in fear for my life now. I don't even want to cut this man hair no more because he might come back for revenge and come back and do that to me, you know. I don't. It just took a lot out of me, so yeah, y'all gotta excuse me, man, because I'm really in my feelings with this one, and I did my best to cut this guy's hair. So I'm explaining to him about what's going on. He looking at me like I'm weird, like what you doing? I'm telling him like I'm getting you together like I get everybody together because that's what I do. Like that's my duty. I get everybody together. But I guess he just wasn't feeling it at the time or whatever. And I don't know. I got the Louis Vuitton cape on. I'm making him feel comfortable as ever. I'm making him, you know what I'm saying, feeling like $1,000,000. He's like I said, he's smiling right there. But I was just trying to explain to him like I could take the hair off, but I cannot put the hair back on. If you get what I'm saying, like I can't. I'm not no doctor. I can't put the hair back on. I can't make your hair grow. I'm not no miracle worker. I can at least make it look good to its best ability. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what I'm doing. I'm just lining up the back of it up. I'm using my T outliners. Y'all know how this game go. And he trying to explain himself to me like the last barber he had, he whooped up on because they messed him up. And I'm like, man, I don't care about none of that. Because, like, you know how many people I done heard tell me that before? Yeah, I beat up my last barber, or my last barber because he fucked me up. But I ended up cutting their hair and I got them together, right? So I'm not tripping on that. But this was quite different this time. I promise it was quite different. Like, I never experienced this day in my life. Like, I always thought I was the best, and I did good at what I did. Like, I did the best at what I did. So I never had no problem with no client trying to fight me, trying to beef with me. None of that. You know, this right here is kind of traumatizing. And I don't want y'all feeling sorry for me either. None of that. I just want y'all to know, like, that sometimes that this is what comes with life. Like, you can't make everybody happy. Some people don't. They want to have confrontation with you just because it's you. You know. Some people they just want to pick you out of everybody. They want to argue, fight with you. So, you know, that's just how life is, man. Life kick our asses in so many ways. Sometimes it's financial problems. Sometimes it's a person like this guy right here. And that's how it happened. Like, it happened, and I can't say he was wrong. Can't say he was right because, you know what I'm saying, people are entitled to their own opinion and what they believe in. All I can say is I'm not cutting his hair no more, and I hate that this happened. But, you know, look at the haircut though. The haircut came out pretty good, but when he saw the back of it and how thin he was right there, you see how thin that is? He saw how thin that was and he got on my trail because of that. But, man, we gonna go ahead and get to the end of this video, man. The moment y'all been waiting for. The moment that that this guy embarrassed me and did me so bogus.
Okay. 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 Okay.